Hey, what's up? This is day number 10 of the 90 Days in Video Challenge. My name is Karthik. I host the Design Your Thinking podcast, and this is a challenge I actually challenge myself to show up in front of the camera for 90 days in a row to overcome my fear of being in front of this very lens that you're watching me through. So this is day number 10, and I'm super excited to be doing this because I've never done 10 videos in 10 days. Forget about 10 days. I think I've never done 10 videos in a row at all in ever. So this series, if you don't know, in the series I'll be talking about a few topics, and three of those primary topics are business, podcasting, and three, storytelling. Now, in day 9, which is yesterday, I actually brought out an incident that I happened to be a part of. I kind of was scammed, in quote unquote, where someone actually came and pitched me a business opportunity, and I broke down the entire scam. I told you exactly what that plot looked like and how I kind of handled it. So if you don't know what that is all about, I highly recommend you just look up this video and understand. I'll have a link to that video, so go there and understand exactly what it was all about. Now, if you're somebody who has watched this video, you know that that video starts with somebody who came to me telling that he wants to be rich. Now, my answer to him was go look for problems that people have and figure out a way to solve those problems and add value. So in continuation to that, I really want to talk about that very topic about how do you go about solving problems, especially in the world we live in, which is largely digital and online. And I want to talk about two ways you can go about doing this. One is to use Google, and two is to use forums. So what happens when someone has a problem? Simple. They have a bunch of questions, right? Say I have a problem with finding the right shoe. So what do? I would go, say, to Google and say, where can I find shoes that are wider and or rather shoes for wider feet? Or I would actually go to forums like Quora, where I'll go to topics like shoes perhaps, and look for questions that people have already asked about wider feet and where you can find shoes. So if you are somebody who wants to go the first route, figure out what are the kinds of problems that people with wider feet have, then you can go to this website called answerthepublic.com. So it's a simple tool where you get to actually type your topic, and it gives you a bunch of questions, prepositions, and ideas to actually come up with content. Now, rather than looking at it as a way of creating content, look at it specifically from there is a section where it actually gives you all questions that people are asking. So for instance, let's take the same example, wide feet. So you can just type wide feet, and it will actually give you, it will in turn go to Google and see what questions people are asking about wide feet. So it's a great tool. So answerthepublic.com, just go there, type wide feet or whatever topic that you are interested in, and it comes up with a ton of questions. Whatever questions Answer the Public comes up with are questions that real people are asking Google all the time. So that's the first method of doing it. The second method is to go to Quora. You can go to Quora, where Quora is basically the modern version of Yahoo Answers. If you don't know what Yahoo Answers was and what Quora is, it's basically a Q&A system where you can ask a question and people will jump in and answer your question. Simple as that. So you can go to Quora and type wide feet. And Quora is an amazing tool for purposes like this, especially because it's sophisticated. You type wide feet, it actually brings you topics where people are talking about wide feet, or it brings up questions that people have asked in recent times about wide feet. So you can go there and start to read. The number one thing that you want to be doing if you want to really make money or become rich by selling something, then you need to first understand people's problems, number one, and number two, read a ton and try to understand deeper as to what people are complaining about, what their problems are, and what exactly they mean when they are talking about a problem. Not it's the key part is when people say that I don't like something, that it's not really the problem. It's just a manifestation of the problem. Try to go deeper and understand what exactly the problem is, and then go about thinking how you can add value or solve the problem. So we talked about two ways of doing this. One is answerthepublic.com, and number two, go to Quora and find out exactly what questions people are asking. And once you have this, what do you do next? If you're in Quora, write an answer. If if you have an answer for a question, it may not be the answer, but then if you have a answer, then just go and type that answer and see what people have to say. If your answer is good, people upvote your answers on Quora. Now, if it is answer the public, the best way to go about using that data that you get, the questions and the prepositions from answerthepublic.com, you take those questions, and there are two ways you can go about doing this. One, go find topics in around those questions and see what people are already talking about. You are probably, for all you know, you are not the first person who is actually trying to solve this problem. There are 100 different people who have done it in 100 different ways, and you really want to know what those 100 different ways are and understand where they are good and where they aren't good, and get deeper insights into that problem. Number two, you don't want to go that route. You can go the other route, which is actually writing a blog post. And the best way to do it is, go to Medium and write your answer as a blog post. I mean, it could be that you have a perspective about it and you've read enough and you have insights that you'd like to share from actually having read, and you want to tell the world a better way of doing it. Then the best and the most cost-effective way of doing it is to, if you don't have a blog, go to medium.com and write a post. And in that post, try to use the words of your customers. People, when they complain, they use a set of words, and those words mean a lot. They're not just words thrown in there. They mean a lot. Try to use those words and try to write a blog post exactly to answer that particular question, and share that blog post with anybody and everybody you can in every single place and engage with them, and bingo, you'll get to some level of clarity with just those reading and discussions that follows after you share these blog posts. So I really hope that this video was helpful for you. If you're somebody who wants to who's thinking, I want to get rich, please don't think about it. Instead, think about how you can solve someone's problem. And if you can solve somebody's problem in the best way possible, you have already made your first dollar. And once you make your first dollar, like I said in the last video, it's all about doing 10xing that the next time, and keep 10xing it, and sure, you're going to be rich, my friend, because it's always about scaling, but scaling starts with one. So solve one problem, scale it, scale it, scale it. Thank you so much for seeing this video. If you like this video and the series, please support me. Like this, click the like button below if you're watching this on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like this video, give me a thumbs up, and share this video with your friends. And yeah, I just cannot ask for more. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Till I see you with the next. Ciao. Bye.